Hello, everyone, and welcome back to our journey through the Scriptures. Today, we delve into one of the most pivotal and emotionally charged chapters in the Bible, Matthew chapter 26. The atmosphere is thick with tension as the Passover festival approaches. Jesus knows what's coming. He tells his disciples, "In 2 days, the Son of Man will be handed over to be crucified." While Jesus prepares for his fate, the chief priests and elders are secretly plotting in the palace of Caiaphas, the high priest. They want to arrest Jesus, but they're afraid of the crowds during the festival. They decide to wait for a more opportune, quieter moment. The scene shifts to Bethany, to the house of Simon. Here, a powerful act of devotion unfolds. A woman comes to Jesus with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume and pours it on his head. The disciples, ever practical, are indignant. "Why this waste?" they ask. "This could have been sold and the money given to the poor." But Jesus sees the deeper meaning. He gently corrects them. "Why are you bothering this woman? She has done a beautiful thing for me." He explains that while the poor will always be among them, his time is short. "She poured this perfume on my body," he says, "to prepare me for burial." He then makes a profound promise. Wherever the gospel is preached, what this woman has done will also be told in memory of her. Her act of lavish love would echo through eternity. In stark contrast to this beautiful devotion, a dark betrayal is taking root. Judas Iscariot, one of the 12, goes to the chief priests. "What will you give me if I betray Jesus to you?" he asks. They offer him 30 silver coins. From that moment, Judas looks for the right time to hand Jesus over. 30 pieces of silver, the price of a slave, becomes the price of betrayal. On the first day of the festival of unleavened bread, the disciples prepare the Passover meal as Jesus instructs. As they sit down to eat, the weight of the evening becomes clear. Jesus says, "I tell you, one of you will betray me." A wave of shock and sorrow washes over the disciples. One by one, they ask, "Surely, Lord, you don't mean me?" Even Judas the traitor has the audacity to ask, "Surely, teacher, you don't mean me?" Jesus' reply is chilling. "So you say." In the midst of this sorrow, Jesus institutes a new covenant. He takes bread, gives thanks, breaks it, and says, "Take and eat. This is my body." Then he takes a cup of wine, gives thanks, and says, "Drink from it, all of you. This is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for many for the forgiveness of sins." This is the Last Supper, a cornerstone of Christian faith, a promise of a new relationship with God through his sacrifice. After singing a hymn, they go to the Mount of Olives. Jesus then predicts another painful event. "This very night," he tells them, "all of you will run away and leave me." Peter, ever bold, objects fiercely, "Even if all fall away, I will never leave you." But Jesus knows Peter's heart better than Peter knows it himself. "I tell you," Jesus says, "before the rooster crows, you will deny me 3 times." They arrive at a place called Gethsemane. Jesus, taking Peter, James, and John with him, is overcome with sorrow. "My soul is crushed with sorrow to the point of death," he tells them. "Stay here and keep watch with me." He goes a little farther, falls on his face, and prays, "My Father, if it is possible, may this cup be taken from me. Yet not as I will, but as you will." He prays this 3 times, each time returning to find his closest friends asleep. His loneliness is absolute. Then the moment arrives. Judas appears, leading a large crowd armed with swords and clubs. He had arranged a signal. "The one I kiss is the man. Arrest him." He walks to Jesus, says, "Greetings, Rabbi," and kisses him. Jesus is arrested. One of his followers draws a sword, but Jesus stops him. "Put your sword back," he commands, "for this must happen to fulfill the Scriptures." And just as Jesus predicted, all the disciples deserted him and fled. Jesus is taken to Caiaphas, where the whole council seeks false evidence to condemn him. Despite many false witnesses, their stories don't add up. Finally, the high priest puts Jesus under oath. "Tell us if you are the Messiah, the Son of God." Jesus replies, "You have said so." He then speaks of his divine authority, which the high priest calls blasphemy. They condemn him to death. Then they spit in his face and beat him. Meanwhile, Peter is outside in the courtyard. 3 times he is recognized as a follower of Jesus, and 3 times with increasing intensity he denies it, finally with a curse. "I do not know the man," he insists. Immediately a rooster crows. Peter remembers Jesus' words and he goes outside and weeps bitterly. This chapter lays bare the depths of human frailty and the height of divine love. It's a story of devotion, betrayal, sorrow, and sacrifice, setting the stage for the most significant event in history. Thank you for joining us today. If this reflection has touched you, please like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share it with others. We'll see you next time.